I love the fact that we've been driving on this road forever and we haven't seen a car. And then we come up to a single lane and that's when we see the car. And then another car. I love it.
Okay, when you say you love it, you mean...
I mean it.
You mean you don't love it.
I don't. I'm passive aggressive.
And he does it very well. I don't know if he's big or just a fighter. Yeah. Come on now. Here's a fighter, yeah. Woo. All right. There he is.
Today is leave day from the Palm, Manitoba Clearwater Lake Provincial Park.
Yes.
And we are heading to Saskatchewan today to Duck Mountain. We just finished watching our segment on the British TV show Million Pound Motorhome, which is exciting to watch somebody else film us instead of us filming ourselves. So that was a lot of fun. Jacqueline is doing some sweeping, and to show you how much dirt ends up on the floor of this rig, and granted, we take our shoes off and we come in and we still drag in this much dirt. Here, let me show you. Now, if we were to take this with us, that's enough real estate that we'd have to pay Canadian taxes, real estate taxes. So we have to leave this here. And then... What are you doing?
Drying the floor. Getting some workout in, I guess. A little exercise. Like a dance. It's like learning to ice skate.
I think this is the Billy Blank Swiffer workout.
You want to go at it?
No. I think you got this fine. You're doing a fabulous job.
Well, now you have something to do. Film me rather than be outside with all the mosquitoes. I noticed you swatting around out there.
Yeah. It's the Billy Blank's mosquito workout.
Yep, exactly. All right. Good enough. We are in Swan River, Manitoba. I used to come here to play volleyball and basketball. It's about 4 hours from my hometown, 3.5. And yeah, it's bigger than I remember. We stopped at this co-op and the person comes out and they fill gas for you and then they ask if they can clean your windshield. And honestly, our windshield has not been this clean since we purchased this truck. Got everything done in one spot.
Got propane, got fuel, got peanuts, got Monster.
Little energy for the rest of the ride.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty easy, pretty nice, pretty convenient.
Isn't it?
This guy helped me out big
Yeah.
time. tip the man.
Okay. I didn't know if we were supposed to or not.
I like the places that don't just do a flat rate. So if you only need a gallon or a pound of LP, they charge you for the whole thing. These guys do it where we needed only 7 pounds in this one. They charge us just 7 pounds. There are certain places just go, well, it's whatever we put in is the price of the entire cylinder, which is to me ridiculous, because if I had a tank of gas, I wouldn't go up and say, well, I'm just gonna pay for an entire tank of gas. So I like this. It's nice. I don't know, 27 miles worth though.
Of that?
Of gravel road.
Huh.
It's like being back in Salida, Colorado in the mud pits.
Ah.
Hey, it's got rain here, so it's a little sloppy. Not too bad though.
A little washboardy.
It's a prime example of why you fuel when you can fuel. I wasn't gonna fuel because I thought it was just gonna be, you know, nice highways all the way back in here. But it's 20 some miles of gravel, meaning that I was gonna run back out of here, excuse me. I was gonna run back out of here and go fuel. But I would have sat on this gravel road for how long? So now we don't have to leave to go do anything. We can, and we got LP, so it's, if you get the opportunity to fuel or fill things, take it, because you never know what you're gonna be going into. Apparently we've arrived at the provincial park, but there is nothing here.
So we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna see what we find. There are a lot of lakes along here, but no campground so far. So I guess we just keep going, and maybe it'll take us to the entrance to the campground somewhere. Oh boy. And now we have no service. Thoughts? There we are. Maybe give it another 15 minutes. Do we have a map? All right, why don't you keep driving and I'll look on this map and see if I can figure anything out.
That's the map of the United States.
Oh, we don't have Canada on here?
Well, let's keep going.
Okay. Blue Lakes. But we're not going there. So that says Manitoba, and we are supposed to be on the Saskatchewan side of the park. So not sure if we're far from that or close. Manitoba borders on Saskatchewan. Oh, let's go ask Dave. Dave!
So we have another hour. We gotta go up to the stop sign, take a right, go down to Boggy Creek, take a right, and then 83, take a right.
I didn't really get an address when I reserved. It just said Duck Mountain Provincial Park, and it was Saskatchewan. So I didn't have a specific address, and then you just assumed that it was the only campground in the park?
Right. Right, it's a massive, it goes between 2 different provinces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we never really put our heads together to figure that out, and so we were just saying, like, gosh, I think one of the problems too is we're so used to having cell service or, you know, LTE, or in the very least 3G, and we don't have any of that out here. So it wasn't the
sat down and done a little pre-tripping, kind of figure out what we have to do, exactly how we have to do it, instead of just assuming, oh, it'll just be the provincial park, because provincial parks are huge.
Yeah, we should have known better, but we didn't. And we're not perfect, and we're still learning.
Hey, thanks for watching the Border Hookups Sort of Go RV. Remember to kind of subscribe and maybe kind of ding the bell, but so we can maybe possibly let you all know as to when we have another episode coming out, if we don't get lost. How's that?
Perfect. Hi. Hey, let's just keep walking, okay? Welcome to another healthy living tip with Jacqueline. So summer's almost over. Maybe you've put on a few pounds like me and Dave, and that's okay, because you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get it off. And how are we gonna do that? Well, Dave and I follow a healthy lifestyle program that I coach, and it involves proper nutrition and some behavioral support, because you really want to change that mindset as well. And you need some tools to be able to do that. So what are some of the things that you can do? Well, you can eat 6 times a day, small meals, watch your carbs, increase your protein and your water, and just remember what your goal is. Now, if you can't do it by yourself, I totally get that, because I thought I could do it myself. I tried exercising all the time, and honestly, exercise does not have to be part of your plan if you're just trying to lose weight. If you want it to be, it can. So if you need some help with this, just go to the description in the video and you'll see a health form, and fill out that health form and we can have a free consultation. That has been another healthy living tip with Jacqueline. We're going to continue walking. So I was just looking at something that popped up when we had a tiny bar of cell. When I went to the map, it says Duck Mountain Provincial Park is a 1,424 square kilometer provincial park in western Manitoba. It is located in Duck Mountain Provincial Forest. It is not to be confused with Saskatchewan's Duck Mountain Provincial Park, located just across the Manitoba-Saskatchewan boundary. It is not to be confused with that. So maybe pull over somewhere here if you can, since we have a little bit of service, it looks like. Pull into the church and we'll check this out. Oh, and then it, just as I did it there, it went to nothing now. Get back as close as you can to that highway there. Let's see if it does anything.
There we
Oh,
go.
look at that. Okay, let's try it out. So we are in the Pickerel Point Loop. That's what we're looking for. So maybe we can just find somebody who knows where that is. We're just gonna ask random people now. We're so screwed up today.
Oh, no problem. So you've just turned off, you were up on the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've just turned off a little too soon.
Okay.
So you want to continue down the highway. And
I was just explaining to her.
America's most
I
wanted.
asked if that was okay. We might use this.
yeah, so just down the highway, and then you're going to make another left-hand turn, and it'll
you'll see the
say
signs up there.
it'll say Pickerel Point. So you've just turned off.
About how
Okay.
far down?
Oh, another 2 or 3 kilometers.
That's it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've been
Where-
driving all day. We did.
Yeah.
We went to Duck Mountain Provincial Park, Manitoba,
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
and that was the wrong place thing.
So in Canada, we have these things on paper. You can buy them at stores.
We've seen them in some antique
Starts
shops.
at M-A-P. I don't know.
I think we're just gonna back in and stay with you guys tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you
Appreciate
so
ya.
much. So we're looking at this map here and trying to figure out where we're supposed to be. It looks like we finally found it. We just turned down a road. It did not say Pickerel Point or Birch Lake or anything, but I could see where it says Birch on here, but then it also says Pickerel. and they look like two different places. So Dave is just moving right now, trying to get out of the way, and I am trying to figure this out because it's huge. And we have Pickerel Point and we have Birch, and ours says Pickerel Point dash Birch, and they have the same site numbers on them. So this is just par for the course today. Par for the course. We have no idea still. We feel like we're getting closer and closer and still no idea.
There are no signs on the highway, and it's called all of these different campgrounds, and there's no mention of the one that Pickerel Point that we were looking for. No mention of it. There might be a little sign about this big that has a camper and a tent pointing to the left, but it doesn't say what's down here. And then you get a quarter of a mile down the road, and finally there's a sign that says Pickerel Point. How would you ever know in a million years that this campsite's down here?
The nice thing is, we do have cell service. We do have Wi-Fi, and it looks like a beautiful lake. All right, here we come. I gotta close this window so these people don't hear us ranting.
It's like when you drive down a road and you go into a new county and they change the road name, and then they name it after somebody through another town. They change the name and then they change it back to another name. Quick shout out to our friend Bruce Winiger, who had commented on our video when we were in Salida on the decline and our jacks wouldn't go up enough. He sent me a private message, and because we know him from Spearfish, and he said extend them manually first into the buckets and then lift them. I didn't even think of that, and I didn't understand what he was talking about because we have buckets. But then we got here and Jacqueline said, hey, remember what Bruce said about the jacks? So we did that, and we'll see if that works. So we're gonna find out if this works or if we go into default mode. Keep your fingers crossed, Bruce. Thanks, Bruce.
This would have made it an even worse day, but Bruce, you saved the day.
We're lost again, but now we're found. And we're gonna work our way down to the lake, and it looks beautiful. So Jacqueline's already walking away. There she goes.
Mosquito. I couldn't stand in one place, mosquitoes.
We're counting our blessings today. Now, does unsupervised swimming area mean have at it for skinny dipping? You go first.
We're leaving tomorrow. We have to work today, so we thought, let's just go look at the lake at least, right?
Yeah. All right, there it is. Let's go.
There's kind of more of a beachy area down there. See, it's wider. Let's go that way.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another episode of the Border Hookups Go RVing, and please remember to subscribe and to ding that bell so that we can let all of you know as to when we have more episodes coming out.
If you liked what you saw in this video, please give us a thumbs up and place a comment below, because yes, we like to know what you're thinking, and we hope to see you out here.
We'll see y'all out here.
Is it itchy? Skeeter got you.
It happens.
Yeah, we're in Canada.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another episode of the Border Hookups Go RVing, and please remember, and this thing just blew right in my face, in my mouth.
At least you don't have a bunch of hair.
Yeah. Really? Lost. That was a fun episode.
Well, maybe it was a fun episode or a fun video, but it wasn't fun to be part of it.
No, it wasn't. We should have hired actors. We should have hired actors for this one. We should have done a casting call and brought in professionals to get lost for us. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another episode of the Border Hookups Go RVing, and please remember to subscribe and ding that bell so that we can let all of you know as to when we have more episodes coming out.
Dun, 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 you got another dun, 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 for 3 and going once, going twice. You sounded like one of those, auctioneer.
Want to buy a tractor?
You sound like an auctioneer.
Well, good. Maybe there's a new a new profession for me out there.
I won't tease you anymore.
Okay, thanks. Ever?
Come on.
That was worth a shot.
And we hope to see you out here.
We'll see you out here. How's that?
Good.
Do it again?
No, why?
Let's do it again. Because I don't feel like my actions were good enough. And I'm still having trouble saying subscribe. What's the German word for subscribe? So you just say it in German.
When you get there, I'll say subscribe, and then you continue. I could even put it in like a Dave voice.
Okay, let's try that. Please don't forget to
subscribe
and to ding that bell.
And we hope to see you out here with that guy.
With that guy right there.
I didn't do my Dave voice on subscribe, so we need to go again.
Please remember to
subscribe
and to ding that bell so that we can let all of you know as to when we have more episodes coming out.
If you liked what you saw in this video, please give us a
thumbs up
and place a comment below, because yes, we like to know what you're thinking.
Oh boy.
This is getting weird.
I know, we have to go to a movie in like an hour. We're gonna go see Elvis.
Very weird.
I didn't know Elvis was still alive. Is he alive?
Probably.
Yeah. I see blonde people. All right, here we go.